report.
Folks, we're cutting into programming right now because we are watching a police chase unfold right now. I'm going to bring you up to speed. We've been watching this for the last few minutes. That car there, gray Honda Accord, is flying down Ramo Road right now. This is East Charlotte heading south into southeast Charlotte. We've watched him ram a police officer. We know that Snoopy, the CMPD's helicopter, is overhead as well. And there are multiple police units in pursuit of this vehicle. You can see really going fast right now. So folks, be very careful out there as this vehicle is moving on to Rama. Looks like he's going to be taking a right here. Let's watch. I think there's a gas station there on the corner of Sharon Amity. Now he looks like he's on Sharon Amity Road, folks. This is near a cemetery in that area, not too far from McClintock Elementary School. And we've been watching this. There you see Snoopy fly right by our screen. We have Chopper 9 overhead. We've been listening to this for the last few minutes unfold. And it sounds like this, we did see him ram at least one officer. Reports of possibly a second officer being rammed. We don't know about any injuries at this point. We don't know why this person is being chased. But you can see they are moving very fast. Now we're on a construction zone. I believe this is actually right over Independence. My producer can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe they might be on Idlewild. Look at that. Crossed the double yellow line right there. Blew through that intersection. And these vehicles, this is a dangerous situation. He's obviously in a hurry to get around. Just squeezed right through those two. Person there pulled off to the left. There's the officer in hot pursuit right behind him because this is getting very dangerous. Speeds have been getting higher and higher as we've been watching this chase unfold. Now it looks like we might be heading northbound on Idlewild, and they just split those two as well. I did see officers earlier back on Monroe Road blocking some side streets. Coming up to a very busy intersection here. He is slowing down. Look at how busy this intersection is. Dangerous stuff right here. That officer trying to block traffic so he can prevent anybody from being injured. And he's still pursuing this vehicle. We'll try to pull out a little bit so we can get a better idea of where the suspect vehicle is a little bit further up the road. And I'm going to try and get a confirmation on this street here as he's weaving in and out of traffic. This is still outbound Sharon Amity Road. Police pursuit now about 3-4 minutes into this that we've been watching, and it looks like he's run a number of people off the road. Again, we do not know why this person is running for police. We don't know how many people are in this car. It looks to be a gray Honda Accord, but look at this. In and out, on the right, on the left, splitting through. If you know anybody who might be traveling right now outbound Sharon Amity, give them a call. Tell them to get off the road. It is a very dangerous situation right now. Look at the speeds. Looks like he's going twice the speed of those vehicles. So we're probably thinking 50, 60 miles per hour, maybe 70. These are neighborhoods, too, as he's flying there now on the right shoulder. Hopefully we can pull out just a little bit. And we've got Andy Holt, our helicopter pilot overhead. Andy, you've been watching this now for the last few minutes. This is some dangerous stuff. You've seen your fair share of chases.
Okay. Clogged that intersection there. Okay.
Oh, wow. Right over. Now he's in the wrong lanes of traffic. Cuts through a gas station there. Again, on the wrong side of traffic there. Now he looks like he's on a smaller side street. And there's a double yellow line on this street. Obviously, you don't cross those.
Dave, it's the one right before Farm Pond.
And we're right before a farm pond. That's what our pilot is telling us. So he looks to be maybe close to Albemarle Road at this point. We're in the northeast Charlotte region. And I have not seen an officer very close. Andy, can you hear me now?
I got you, John. Yeah, there is one officer directly behind him, and then another one behind him a little bit further back, but the police helicopter is directly overhead, tracking this guy through this neighborhood. It might be Delora Road.
Delora Road.
At this point.
And,
again, this is a residential area.
Watching him basically run people off the road. This is a residential area. How many officers are in pursuit of this vehicle right now?
I've got 3 now, John. I've got 3 now. Looks like 3 officers in pursuit on the ground, and then Snoopy as well in the air.
And we've watched at least one officer. It looks like the vehicle rammed at least one officer. Is that what you saw too?
We did. Yeah, you saw him back up into one, and now continuing on his way over here in the East Charlotte area.
And he just blew. He's off the road right now. He just went off the road into a yard. It looks like. Now he's back onto the. He blew through a stop sign. Did he hit somebody there?
Not sure. I don't believe he hit anybody, but he's in and out of that yard. Now he has stopped. We're coming back around out the other side of these trees, John.
Okay. All right, we'll wait till you get around to the other side, but he did go through a yard. There he is.
He's still en route.
All right. Any idea what road we're on right now?
He's just weaving in and out of this this residential area here. This is just the other side of Farm Pond Lane there, but he's coming up to a dead end now at these apartment buildings.
All right, looks like he's going to bail out. The door's open. He's in a yard, almost hit that house. There he goes. One person. I can't tell if there's another person in the yard. He's got the white T-shirt on. He is now running in this neighborhood near Farm Pond. You see a police officer in pursuit. It looks like he's going back to the vehicle. The police officer is. And the driver, the suspect in this case, ran to the area where those trees are. The other officers are going.
He's on the other side of that tree line.
Yeah, he's in the tree line right now. Not sure if he made it into those yards or not. We saw there he is.
Okay.
And there's Snoopy going right past. And now it looks like he's in some sort of maybe an apartment complex. This is an apartment complex not too far from Farm Pond Lane.
That's right, John. It appears there was a passenger involved in there, and they've got him in custody.
Okay.
And the driver is being pursued on foot.
All right, so he's still going, and we saw at least 3 officers run out and jump, and we know Snoopy's tracking him as well as Chopper 9 is. And
okay, I've got a police officer on foot that's probably about 50 yards behind him.
50 yards behind. Do you see any other officers maybe ahead of him? Are they going to try and cut him off in the pass?
No, just got the one officer there. He's going around back behind his apartments, trying to go back into the tree line again.
Okay. Any idea? We'll try and find out what this apartment complex is. You say it's not too far from Farm Pond.
It adjoins Farm Pond Lane. There's an entrance off of Farm Pond.
So we're northeast Charlotte.
And this is Blaine. I'm joining John Paul here on set. Now, we've been watching this pursuit now for the better part of 20 minutes going on, and we've been watching this in the newsroom, and it's been some tense moments as we've watched police pursuit come to an end here in East Charlotte, but they are still after one of the suspects, at least one of the suspects, on foot now, and we saw that they did take a passenger in that gray car we've been watching drive all over Charlotte, but they are still after somebody, and what you're seeing there, that is Snoopy, CMPD's helicopter hovering over that scene as well, a little closer to the ground. We are hanging back so they can do their work, but also give you a look at what's going on here so you can stay up to date on this situation, which has been very dangerous at times.
Yes.
We've seen that car back into what looked like an unmarked police car at one point, and then it was driving through a construction zone, splitting between cars on the highway, and then they drove into a yard, and it ended just here as far as the chase by car has ended, but they are still, again, looking for those suspects.
And this looks like this might be the Eagle Woods Apartments just off of Farm Pond Lane. And we see that Snoopy is still hovering over, that's CMPD's helicopter, still hovering over that spot. There's an officer next to a playground there. Looks like they're still in this apartment complex as they're searching for, I presume that was the driver who bailed out. We watched him bail out of the driver's side door. And obviously police secured the vehicle and took those passengers into custody. So to give you an idea of exactly where we're talking, we are just off of Albemarle Road, right at Farm Pond Lane. I believe this is the Eagle Woods Apartments that they're focused on. And we're looking at a playground and a pool in that area. So let me get some confirmation exactly where this is.
And this covered some ground, because this started in the Providence Road area and then went all the way over to Albemarle Farm Pond Lane area there where we're seeing all this go on.
All right, it looks like, is that, we can't tell from this shot, but he is wearing a white shirt, and that's what the suspect,
and this is like
an officer right there.
Going after that person in white clothes there.
Now, Andy, I don't know if you can still hear us, but have you seen the suspect in the last minute or so?
He went into the woods, John, and the police now are all over these apartments. They're swarming all around here. So we see him chasing the suspect here on this side of this apartment building. So we're trying to get in position there, and we can see that.
As we watch all of this unfold, we're staying on top of this because this is could be a dangerous situation for residents in this area, and it was a dangerous situation for folks on the road. So we're keeping you up to date as to what's going on here, but it looks like we have a development right now, something going on there. They may have taken somebody into custody here as we watch.
Yeah, we've been watching this now. He's in custody. All right, that's our pilot telling us. It looks like the pursuit is now completely over with. What we know is the person bailed out. He disappeared near these apartments just in the East Charlotte area off Albemarle Road. Now we've got all the officers bringing him out in handcuffs. So it looks like the situation is now under control.